Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Now, recently, we did some videos discussing the Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan drama. We've done a bunch of videos on this, right? And it's just been one hit after the other. We've made our thoughts pretty clear on this matter, right? All of you guys know where know where I stand at this particular point. But one of the people that I was really looking forward to hearing from was Charles Barkley. Why? Because Charles Barkley is probably the most honest voice in sports. He is probably the most honest voice. Sometimes it's for better or for worse, but the one thing you got to say about Charles Barkley is that he's going to keep it real. Just go back to the situation with Nikola Jokic and Marcus Morris is the twins when they were on TNT, and Ernie Johnson was like, "Do you agree with do you agree with what Nikola Jokic did in defending himself?" And Charles Barkley was like, "Are you kidding me? Absolutely." And then Ernie Johnson was like, "Well, wait, you're saying you're okay with him pushing?" Like Ernie Johnson was trying to basically, paint it in the light that it was immature what he did. But the fact of the matter is, how is it immature if he's defending himself? And that's the position that Charles Barkley, I think. Ernie was trying to reach for the more PC answer, the more politically correct answer. And Charles Barkley was like, no. The fact of the matter is he defended himself. And that's what I like about him. If you listen to him talk about Ben Simmons, he doesn't hold back. He tells it, he tells it like it is. And sometimes people push back at him, right? Sometimes, people get annoyed with him. You don't have to go too far and think of the situation that he had with LeBron James when he said, does he want everybody, right? And then LeBron came back at him. And then Charles Barkley said, listen, I never make it personal. So Charles is known for keeping it honest. And I was salivating at an opportunity to hear some of his thoughts about this whole Scottie Pippen situation and some of the things that he's been saying about Michael Jordan. So before we go too far, what we want to do is we want to play some of the comments and things that he said, about Scottie Pippen and what he thinks Scottie Pippen is actually doing.
Help me understand what's going through Scottie Pippen's mind right now.
Ooh. Hey, you need Dr. Phil. You need everybody. I feel bad because it seems like he's just trying to go big game hunting because he's selling a book. I'm never going to tell another person what to say. We got to all have our own opinion. But this seems like he's got a book coming out because the book, when you write a book, in my opinion, it should be your personal thoughts about everything about you letting the world know what you think. But it just seems like to me, when you go after Phil Jackson, Michael Jordan, he came after me a little bit, you're just going big game hunting because it's going to get some clicks. And I've always liked Scottie. I thought he was a very good player. But like I say, it just seems like I've just got to go big game hunting because if I talk bad about big time people, it's going to get clicks and I'm going to sell some books.
I feel bad for him because it felt like nobody really asked him his opinion when he played. I remember being around the Bulls, the NBA Finals, and it felt like it was Mike, it was Phil, it was Rodman, it was everybody but Scottie, and here's Scottie, one of the great players of all time. And I think he just wants to kind of set the record straight. I think he really got hurt with The Last Dance. He probably tuned in with his family saying, hey, Mike's going to be saying some nice things about me, and then next thing you know, Mike's roasting Scottie there.
Well, Dan, even myself, when people talk about me, they get to bring up stupid stuff I did. So, whatever happens, happens. You don't get to get mad about it. The stuff that Michael said in The Last Dance was true. Every time they bring up stupid stuff I did, I can't get mad. I have done some stupid things in my lifetime. But I don't think it was Michael's intention to roast Scottie. Well, like I say, I just think that it seems like, first of all, if you want to say these things, just say them. Don't put them in a book. That's the only problem I've had with a lot of these things. If he wants to come on Dan Patrick's show and say some things, I got no problem with that. If he wants to say his opinion. But when you bring all this stuff up and you just happen to have a book coming out, that's what I think is the problem everybody's having now.
But he's taking on Mike right now. And as you know...
Listen, that's his biggest game hunt as you can...
In that soundbite, Charles Barkley basically said that Scottie Pippen is only saying these things to sell a book. Plain and simple. And my question is this. If he had these type of feelings towards Michael Jordan over this long duration of time, why did he do the series in the first place, The Last Dance? Why did he decide to participate in The Last Dance in the first place? If you didn't like Michael Jordan, if you thought that he was a terrible leader, if you thought that he was mean, if you thought that he was selfish, why would you participate in The Last Dance documentary? Wouldn't that make you kind of phony? The person that you're out here attacking on a daily, weekly basis in order to sell a book, you had no problem sitting down and doing a documentary with him. Now you can say, well, you know, I didn't think it was going to be solely based on Jordan. I thought it was going to be more, you know, centered around the team. Yeah, but if you don't like a person, why would you want to be close to that person? Why would you want to collaborate with that person? Is it only because you were looking at it as an opportunity to gain some clout, gain some attention, possibly make some money? Because I've heard that one of the things that Scottie Pippen lamented was that he didn't make any money from the documentary. So was it about the money? Is that why you did it? You thought you were going to get a check? So you really didn't like Jordan, but you saw an opportunity to make some money, and you were willing to fake it with him to make some money. But the minute you didn't get any money from it, you're now talking about he's a terrible teammate. You're coming out and saying all of these things. Listen, I think Scottie Pippen is phony. I think he's phony. I don't believe anything that he's saying. I don't believe a single word that he's saying. I think he's just doing this to sell a book. Period. End of story. I don't believe anything about he feel like Phil Jackson is right. I don't believe any single word that he's saying. I think at this point, he is just saying things. I think people underestimate the ability of other people to be disingenuous, to not be genuine. I think people think that, oh, because he said something, oh, he really meant it, or he's really, really being genuine. No, I don't think he is. And I think he's going to succeed in selling this book. But at what cost? You're willing to destroy your relationship with a teammate that you played with for over 10 years in order to sell a book? Of course you'd be willing to do that because you never liked him in the first place. How can you destroy something that was never there? How can you do that? How can you betray someone that you were never loyal to? I don't think Scottie Pippen was ever loyal to Jordan. I don't think he ever liked him. This is proof positive. I don't think he ever liked him. If this is about money, you could have asked him for money. And I think Jordan would have been naive enough to give you the money, believing that you guys were friends. You heard the comments that he made about, the only thing he felt bad for was not giving him his condolences when his dad passed away. Y'all better pay attention to the people around you. Pay attention. Look at this Scottie Pippen situation as a lesson in life. Just because somebody's smiling in your face doesn't mean they have your best interests at heart. This situation is a lesson, and I'm glad that Charles Barkley is calling him out on his baloney, because I think he's phony. And I think that's exactly what Charles Barkley was saying. So what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think? What do you think about this? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro, wishing you guys an amazing day, and catch you guys on the next episode.